Diglossia Sociolinguistic Project 1, Faculty of Communication and Language, Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika. Definition of diglossia. Diglossia is a sociolinguistic phenomenon in which two language varieties are used by speakers within the same community for different social purposes. One language variety is commonly considered the high variety and is usually used in formal situations such as education, government, and academic discussion. The other variety is considered the low variety and is commonly used in everyday communication and informal interaction among family members or friends. Charles Ferguson Theory of Diglossia. Charles Ferguson introduced the concept of diglossia in 1959 to explain how language varieties function differently in society. According to the Ferguson, the high variety is associated with prestige, education, and official communication, while the low variety is associated with casual and personal communication. Both varieties have a specific social function, and speakers naturally choose the different varieties depending on the social situation. Dyslexia in educational context. Dyslexia can frequently be observed in educational improvement in universities or schools. Formal language is often used during the presentation, lectures, and academic discussion because this situation requires the professionalism and clarity. However, students may change the more informal language style when speaking with friends because informal communication is creates comfort and social closeness. Case study explanation. In the provide in the provided case, a university student used formal Indonesian while presenting in a seminar but changed to informal Indonesian during peer discussions. Meanwhile, the lecturer consistently used a formal Indonesian throughout the session. The situation demonstrates diglossia because different language varieties are selected according to the social roles, communication goals, and interaction context. Reasons why diglossia occurs. Diglossia occurs because the speakers adjust their language according to social expectation and communication settings. Formal situations often require standard language to maintain professionalism and respect. Informal situations encourage relaxed language choice that strengthen interpersonal relationship, social identity, audience differences, and communication purpose strongly influence language selection. Sociolinguistic function of diglossia. Diglossia serves an important sociolinguistic function in society. It helps speakers adapt to different social environment and and maintain effective communication. Informal language creates authority, professionalism, and clarity, while informal language builds solidarity, intimacy, and social connection. The use of different language varieties allow communication to become more appropriate to social meaningful. Meaning conveyed through the diglossia. The use of different language varieties communicate social meaning beyond the literal message itself. Formal language may express respect, seriousness, and professionalism. Informal language may express friendliness, equality, and closeness. Through diglossia, speakers can communicate not only information but also social relationship and interpersonal attitude. Diglossia in Indonesian society. Diglossia is common in Indonesian society because speakers often shift between standard Indonesian and informal Indonesian depending on context. Formal Indonesian is frequently used in education, business meetings, and official communication, while informal business Indonesian appears in daily conversation and social interaction. This linguistic flexibility reflects how language functions within social structures. Conclusion: Dyslexia is an important sociolinguistic phenomenon that demonstrates how language varies according to social context. The use of high and low language varieties helps speakers communicate effectively in different environments. Educational settings clearly illustrate dysglossia because speakers continuously adjust their language based on audience, purpose, and social expectation. Understanding dysglossia helps explain the relationship between language and society. Number one is dysglossia. Dysglossia is condition where two language varieties are used in a different social situation. Usually, one variety is considered formal or high variety, while the other informal or low variety. In the case, the student uses a formal Indonesian during the seminar presentation because the academic situation requires professionalism and politeness. However, during the discussion session with the peers, the students changed into a formal Indonesian because the interaction becomes more relaxed and casual. Meanwhile, the lecturer consistently uses a formal Indonesian to maintain authority and professionalism in the academic setting. Why it happens? This phenomenon happens because the language choice depends on social context, participant, and level of formality. Speakers naturally adjust their language to fit the situation and the people they talk to. Meaning and social-linguistic function, the use of the formal Indonesian shows respect, education, and professionalism. On the other hand, informal Indonesian creates closeness, solidarity, and comfort among peers. Therefore, diclosia helps speakers manage social relationship effectively. Theory, according to the Ferguson theories of diclosia, society often separates language variety into the high variety and low variety depending on their social function. In conclusion, diclosia reflects how speakers use different language varieties according social context and communicative goals. For the journal references, Ferguson Charles A. 1959, Diclosia World Journal 2 is Fishman Joshua 1967, Bilingualism with or without Diclosia. Okay, now next is code alternation, style shifting, code mixing, code switching. Okay, I will discuss code alternation, style shifting, and code mixing and code switching. In this interaction, students combine Indonesian and English during discussion. For example, one student says, "Menurut saya, this concept is very important untuk kita pahami." This sentence shows code mixing because element for two languages appear in one sentence. Another student, fully in English but later returns to Indonesian, is called as code switching. Code switching. This happens because its bilingual speakers often feel more comfortable expressing certain ideas in a different language. English may also be used to sound academic, modern, or expressive. This language change helps speakers communicate ideas more effectively. Code mixing can create informally and group identity, while code switching may emphasize certain information or adapt the listener. According to the Gompers, code switching is function as a conventional strategy in bilingual communication. In conclusion, bilingual speakers alternate language to achieve a communicative and social purpose. Original references is Gompers John, 1982, Discourse Strategies, Poplak Sana, 1980. Sometimes I'll start uh, sentence in English, yet terminal in style shifting. Now I will explain the style shifting. In the case, the students speaks formally during the class presentation, but becomes informal with close friends after class. The vocabulary, tone, and sentence structure change depending on the audience. This happens because speakers adjust their speaking style based on the social setting and relationship. Formal styles show politeness and professionalism, while informal style creates intimacy and friendliness. In conclusion, above explained that style shifting occurs because the speaker pay attention to speech depending on the social context. In conclusion, style shifting helps speakers adapt socially and communicate appropriately. For references, Labov, William, 1972, Sociolinguistic Patterns, and Bell Allen, 1984, Language Styles as Audience Design. Number 4 is code mixing. Di sentence, aku lagi ngerjain achievement yang deadline-nya besok, combines Indonesian and English in one utterance. This is an example of code mixing. The speaker may mix codes because some English terms are more familiar or commonly used in the academic life. Code mixing creates efficiency, modern identity, and social closeness among students. According to Mushkin, code mixing occurs when linguistic elements from different languages are combined within one sentence. In conclusion, code mixing reflects bilingual competence on social identity. For reference, Mushkin, Pieter, 2000, bilingual speech, Hoffman, Charlotte, 1991, an introduction to bilingualism. Now I will discuss code switching. The students change from Indonesian to English while explaining concepts, then return to Indonesia when giving examples. This is called code switching because the speakers change language completely. The speaker may switch language to explain the ideas more clearly or match to the topic being discussed. Switching is emphasize meaning, show identity, and help communication become more effective. According to Apple and Mushkin, code switching has communicative and social function. For the reference is Apple and Mushkin, 1987, Language Contact and Bilingualism, Gumperstone, 1980, Discord Strategies. The last topic is dialect. In this classroom interaction, students from different regions use a different pronunciation, vocabulary, and intonation. These differences represent dialect variation. Dialect differences occur because the language developed differently across region and social communities. Dialects show regional identity and cultural background. It also helps speakers express solidarity with the people from similar backgrounds. According to the Chambers and Turkey, dialect is influenced by geography and social factors. In conclusion, dialect reflects a linguistic diversity and social identity in communication. And references Chambers and Churchill, 1998, Dialectology, and Wardorf, Ronald, 2006, and Introduction to Social Linguistics. Okay, I think it's done about my presentation, and thank you for listening, and have a nice day.